Thank you, Tom Tom. So, is that recording? It is, okay. We're just gonna, will you hold that just for a second?
No, I'm busy.
No? Okay. So, we're just loaded up and we're just heading off on our trip. So this is the moment.
On the pillow patrol.
Okay, don't start interrupting me, please. This is the moment now. You know, you're packed. This is the thing, I think, this is the part of the trip we always blast through. You're packed, everything's ready, and you're just about to hit the road.
No, we don't. It only takes us like 5 years to do that.
Kristen, I'm going to come back there now. I swear to God. So that's the thing. It is this part, though. I love this piece. I'm just about to start the ignition. So here we go. Ready? What do I have to do? Is it brake? Is it? Okay, here we go. You ready? Starting the power. Ooh. Right, let's see if I can get it. Oh, for God's sakes. Here we go. Starting the power.
This is the bit I love. Put it on. Oh yeah.
Heated seat.
Helps me say attic now.
Video over.
No.
No.
There you go. So that's it. The van started. The trip has officially begun. So this is what we're doing now. Is a 3-day trip to Clifton. I was going to show you on the map. Right, hang on a sec. We'll hold that for a sec. Oh, Kylemore Abbey's there.
Never heard of it. Is it like Cafe Kylemore?
No, it's that big. That's what we should go to. Where is it? Am I in the wrong county? Galway.
It's Galway, Jay.
Where's Galway?
Oh, Jesus.
There's Galway. It's not on the map. Oh, there it is. Okay, will you hold it there? So this is Galway, and we're basically, so that's Galway there, and we're going to here, basically out to the west coast of Galway. Hopefully you can get that. Alright.
Oh, you're ready? What am I recording? You driving out or?
What it would like me, yeah, me. If you want.
It's all about me.
Here's my sunglasses. Well, I'll get my sunglasses ready. It's all part of it. It's all part of it.
Part of it.
It's all part of it. Okay, ready? Here we go. You can video that way now. Don't mind all the sensors. Don't mind the tree. Don't mind the van and the car next to us. Yeah. Hooray! And here we go. Okay, you can stop now.
I can't remember how to stop.
Yeah. Where are we, babe?
Clifton.
I'm making a video. Yeah, what?
I know how to get up there without stepping a foot on the stone. Dad, I'm gonna get up there.
You realise that, don't you?
Hello. I know, hang on.
I'm gonna do it without stepping any feet on the stone.
Okay, so look, we're here. We're in. Get into the shot, guys, will you?
No, tell us to leave you alone.
Get into.
Leave you alone.
Get
You
into.
told us to leave you alone.
Please, you do this every time, and the camera is getting very heavy. Okay, so so we're in Clifton, and we've set up the van. And what I'll do is I'll do a proper video tomorrow because it was just pissing rain and it's miserable. I'm going to head into town now and have a look around, aren't we? Can that focus on me? One thing I will show you. So the last time we came, we set up the tent, and when we did the video about the pusser screen, and we did the video on the the Vango thing. A lot of people recommended that we get this. What's it called again, V? The Cador strip. So we got that. I'll just show you. So it just attaches into the awning. But what I have to say is it is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant little piece of kit. And it made putting the tent up so much easier. Really, really handy. Didn't it? Putting the tent up was really, really easy, wasn't it? Not easy because it was pissing rain, but like this has made our lives so much easier. And so thanks a million to the people who recommended that we get a Cador strip. I appreciate that. Thanks very much. So like I said, I'll do a proper video tomorrow when the weather's better. Bye bye. Christian,
Yeah?
go on over and see if he's vicious.
Okay.
Christian.
What?
See if he bites. No, I'm only messing. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's a dog.
castle and to meet my father, and for to please him play the funky tune.
In the stillness somewhere above the sea.
On Monday.
In Galway.
In Galway.
Morning.
Shanna Keever. It's not going to tell ever again by the looks of it.
It's to stay night time, is it? Good. Good morning. I just turned on a few lights.
Dublin, show me Dublin.
No.
Why?
Just get me into focus.
Well, it's not that good.
Where's the
90
button?
degrees.
Oh.
Now. Good morning.
Oh, thank goodness, it's gonna be
Saying that it's to be quite cloudy in Dublin from 12 o'clock.
So this is if for I suppose for people who have bought a van and they wonder what it's like first thing in the morning. So that's probably a question people might have, isn't it?
Is everyone else's in bits like?
What?
Is everyone else's camper van in bits in the morning?
Well, no. You see, the whole thing, the whole issue with the camper van is space. This is the whole thing. And I'm sorry if I'm a little bit underexposed, but it's quite dark because there's no sunshine. But anyway, that's a different story. So the thing about it is that there is a kind of lack of space because it's very compact. So you just kind of have enough space to do anything. Don't start pulling faces. So that's what you can do. So the upstairs, if I turn on the lights, I don't know if anyone can see that. See, so that's, you can't really see it, but that's the upstairs. That's my little heater thing. So this is fine. This is what it is. What it is. It's the beds. It's the beds. And then the front of the van, so you can see, you throw stuff onto the driver's seat. You use under the wells, and you use this seat here, and you have stuff on the dash. Now I'm not complaining. Makes it sound like I am complaining. I'm not. I'm just saying that you end up using every inch of the place. I think when there's 3 people, scooch back a bit. When you have 3 people in the van, you end up using the space. A lot more, I think, because if there was 2, you would just use the bed, and you'd probably leave downstairs as is. So I think once you have 3 people, you have this kind of space issue. Hence, we have the tent. So that's how we have the tent, which is overblown now because of the brightness. But yeah. So. I think that's the thing. So you're kind of, before we got the tent, the thing about it was this was your space. So before you could get organised and do anything, what you had to do was step out under the awning if you had one on the side, tidy up in here, put the seats back up inside, and then the van was back, because obviously if you wanted to make anything to eat, unless you were using the outside. So that's the reason we got the tent. So that's really it, isn't it? There's no... You just kind of have to get used to that it's very tight for space. There's no walking around room. There's no space. So I'd say for people who are considering buying a van, that's the main issue that you have. That once you get the van, you kind of have this kind of whole space issue that you're on top of each other. But I'd say if it was just 2 people, which I've said in many videos, if it's just 2 people, it is a different animal altogether, because the bed will go up. You don't need to affect down here, and if you had the tent, it'd be an amazing extra amount of space, isn't it? You'd almost, with 2 people, wouldn't need out there.
You wouldn't,
because you wouldn't have to do this. It's turning the living area into a bed, is what causes mayhem. Okay.
It makes it bigger though.
It's what causes
Although ironically, this bed is by far more comfortable. It's just not as spacious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
by far this bed is more comfortable.
What's the
And down
orange thing?
It's focusing on your face.
Oh.
The camera says it can see your face, but it can't see mine. For some reason, oh, there it's see me now.
Yeah, your head's about the size of 5 of those cameras.
Thanks. So that sounds like a negative comment, and it probably is from some people's perspective. But what I would say is to people, because we get people, it's interesting. A lot of the people watch our videos have started to realise, well, there's two types of people: people who have a van who are comparing to what we have, in a kind of that's interesting, or people who are considering buying vans, and they're probably wondering for the money that they're going to spend, the pitfalls and issues and stuff like that as well. So I'd say, yeah, this is one of the shocks to the system, isn't it? That once you think when you're buying this, you probably have in your mind one of those large camper vans that you think you've loads and loads and loads of space, that you see people walking around from the dining area into the bedroom, stuff like that. That does not exist in this. If there's more than two people, or if you had two adults, and say we had himself upstairs asleep with us and we left downstairs, but there's no room upstairs anymore.
Dad is not focused on anything.
Thanks, buddy. There's no room. There's no room upstairs anymore for. Now it's lost me. There's no room upstairs for. There you go. I don't have my glasses on because I can't see if I'm in focus. There's no room upstairs for himself.
I'll keep notes.
And thanks, dude.
No, I am.
All right, don't keep interrupting him then.
Yeah. So I suppose that's the kind of warts and all, the first thing in the morning, what you kind of have to face. And it's a bit of a, depending on how chilled out and relaxed and calm you are, I'd say it can be a bit of an ordeal, or grand, depending on what kind of person you are. So for me, I get up in the morning, it's like I'm used to it now. It's kind of one of these things you have to do. But before we got the tent, it was a bit of a pain, because when you got up, you had to get it ready. Whereas at least now, you can just bail straight out, So that's the end of what it is first thing in the morning. So we're here in Clifton campsite, which is nice, isn't it? Did you notice the showers are unisex?
Yeah.
That's a bit bizarre now, I have to say. Now, I don't mind, but it's the first time I've come across a unisex shower.
Yeah. Well, except the one in your house. Except the one in your house.
Yes, except the one in my house.
Everybody uses
Yeah. So that is a bit strange.
Guys, I have to show them Foxy and baby Foxy.
Very good. So yeah, so it's nice, and we had expected. Ireland is in the grips of a mini heat wave, but of course, exactly where we are, it's not. It's
not.
It's in the minute. It's a monsoon.
It is.
So it's wet and it's cool. And yeah, so we were hoping for some sunshine. I even actually bought shorts, funny enough, but there you go. So that's it. So we'll report in later. This isn't a vlog, it's a travel video, sort of.
Travel.
It's turned into a vloggy thing. Alright, see you later, bye.
Oh, what's that green?
And actually there's one thing I forgot to mention, I was just thinking about it. But one of the things that they've incorporated into the van, which probably you don't realise if you're buying a van, people who have one will obviously know, is this thing. You could, if I could push it up, there you go. So the roof goes up. You can push the roof up. There's no one up there, so you can get a lot of. I'm just a bit conscious of stuff up there at the moment, but you can push the roof up. And so now I'm 6 foot, so I can stand. And there's loads of space, so that does help. You get all that extra space that you can do, and that makes a big difference to the space thing. That when you step in, you can do this. But other than that, all the other issues that I mentioned stand the same. Okay. Now, excuse the mess of my head. So I did this video yesterday, didn't I? I did mention the Cater strip. Okay, so look, as I said the last time, people mentioned getting a little Cater strip, which Vanessa went out and bought. This bad boy here. So it joins into the awning. There's a bit of, let me just see now. There's a bit of fabric here. Where is it? And it connects into the, that's the awning there, isn't it? Yeah, that's the awning. And this is the fabric piece. And then this is the Cater strip thing, and this is the join between the shed and the ted. Shed, van, ted, tent. It's the cold weather. It's cold weather has me stupefied. So more than normal. So the connection is much better, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a much better connection. And
Firmer too.
yeah, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It's just it's one of the best things ever we bought. It's so simple. So yeah, the connection's much better. And in here, so what we have is we have between the vans. Oops. Between the vans. Between the so this is the space you have between the van and the tent, and obviously this is your sort of porch area or something like that. So normally this area would be soaking wet, but
It usually seems so much narrower.
well, it usually is. It usually is narrower.
Well, it could probably do up in an inch or so narrower anyway. We need to pull that in slightly.
Yeah, we're probably, what we probably should have done was we probably should have pulled the awning in a bit and then pitched the tent. So what we did is we connected this piece. We should have wound this back in. This would have pulled this closer. But I'm actually appreciating the space. The only issue is this. We have this gap here now, which is a rookie error because we didn't twig it at the time. It was pissing rain when we were putting up the tent, so we're in a bit of a rush to get that done.
It always seems to be raining when we're doing the tent, doesn't it?
Except in Germany. We pitched the tent in Germany.
It didn't rain in Donegal either when we were doing it, to be fair.
We pitched the tent in Germany, and when I drove the last peg into the ground, it pissed rain for 3 days. And what happened in Donegal? It was the same, wasn't it?
No, Donegal was beautiful.
I would rather it be...
The weather in Donegal was beautiful. It was when we went out and came back and it started raining, but the actual weather in Donegal was lovely the whole time we were there.
But I would rather it to
It
be...
was cold.
I'd rather it to be dry taking the tent down, because putting the tent... When we took it out, I actually unpacked the tent the last time at home, dried it out with a mop and towels, and then put it back, because I didn't want it sitting wet, because we're getting spots of mould. Now, it probably is mould resistant, and it must be actually, because there's very little mould. And but there was a little bit of a whiff off it, wasn't it? It smelled of cat's piss, to be honest, right? That's what it smelled like, didn't it? So that's that. Yeah, but I have to say, this little Cador strip, if you're buying your van and you're getting one of these tents, get one of these little Cador strips. Vanessa got it, it was 20 something euro in a tent supply place, so it was grand and handy. So it's a...
They are only £24 as well.
£24. So you can, I don't know if you can see, it's a bit long. You can see it extending out there. So what I'm going to do is have to cut. Now what I did was I just be careful, because I was trying to cut it yesterday and the plastic is very brittle. It's cracked to pieces, so what I'm going to have to do is saw through it with a fine saw, you know, a fine tooth saw, and cut the, there's the material you can see. So that's the material that fits into the awning. In the awning there's a little channel in the awning that this just all slides into. This just joins here. Super simple. It makes putting the tent up, I have to say, it makes putting up the tent up a lot easier, because the hard part of that tent was throwing the straps over and tying it to it, and I think that's why we have a lot of dryness here that we don't usually have, because I think, I don't know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but it just feels drier. It could be the ground here and stuff. I'm babbling, right?